Hi, my name is Candace, and this is part 3 of what is going on with my body. All right, I am going to break down this class in sections, and I'm still working on my Zoom meeting thing. I'm mainly working on a time to do it that works well with a lot of people that I know. And I'm going to be reaching out to a few people to see when is a good time for them to like join the meeting and stuff like that. And then that's when I'll start letting you guys know when we're going to do it, all right? Um anyway, we I always say we. The Ascended Masters, they know that is really hard right now. There's a lot of fresh new energies coming in, especially this month. All right. We have to adjust the best way we can. We are entering a new, the rebirth is not going to be easy. Like you're going to have moments, you're going to face challenges as you always. They're different because you are learning very quickly. You're learning new things very quickly. You're processing new ideas, a lot of things very quickly. So it's okay to feel out of sorts, to be confused. But the confusion you feel you know, I think right now, a lot of the confusion you may be feeling is you, how can I say this, guys? You going back, going back like towards the things that don't serve you, or the things that you just need clarification on, or just, whether you want the clarification, like it's like your energy is going that way. A lot of us are doing, like, we're entrepreneurs, we have our own businesses and stuff like that. So, or heading that direction, or thinking about, we're all connected. Some of us may be starting this journey. Some of us may be in the center of it. Some of us may be, a little bit further ahead, but there's like no end. There's no end. You are always going. You learn new tricks of how to maneuver energy and stuff like that. You're going to always know. You're going to find out more and more and more. There's no end. It's endless learning. Like the spiritual school so many of us are in, there's no ending to it. You are in it. Okay? All right. All right. So hopefully that helps a little bit to explain certain scenarios and feelings and sensations. Okay? Um let me see. I'm going to see what I wrote. I love to write things because I've learned the more I jot down the things that come to my mind, the more it makes sense later. Because I'll just think of something, I'm like, okay, all right, you know what I mean? And I'll just put it together, I type it, and then eventually it just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, pay attention. I'm hearing a lot of the prayers you have, or a lot of the questions you have. Don't think, have an open mind on how you receive the insight, how you receive the guidance, the insight, and the answers. Have your mind open to how you receive it. It could be through a person you meet. It could be somebody, your neighbor. It could be your spouse. Somebody could deliver a message to you. They could say something that is just completely off their grid. Like, how, what? Like, they will just say something that doesn't even sound like them. Pay attention. Pay attention. The answers can come very quickly, or they can come throughout time. But just know your answers are coming towards you, to you. And a lot of the times the answers are through your intuition. They're downloads through your intuition. So pay attention. Just when you ask these questions, pay attention to the answers because they come in always. Okay? The reality that you are creating now, you question it a lot because you don't know. Like, you're just like, is this the right reality? You know, like the environment that you're in feels good. Are you growing in your environment? Are the people around you supportive? Do you feel like you're getting better in this environment? You know, like, ask those questions to yourself because sometimes we can be in illusions. We can have illusions. We can, have different things in our head, right? And a lot of it, we have so many others' thoughts, you know, it's hard to explain. But that's why I always say cleanse, daily cleanses, as much as possible to make sure what is floating through your head belongs to you. All right? Make sure you cleanse, cleanse. How do you cleanse, Candace? There's several different ways, and I don't want to be the person who just says, do it this way. Yeah. It's so many different ways you can cleanse. How I personally do it, spiritual research, man. You guys have phones. Use it for your advantage. Anything you want to do to better yourself, you have access. You have access to better yourself. We use the access for different things. We have to use it for our advantage as well too. And it's okay to have self-care. I feel like a lot of us, feel bad for having self-care, having moments going to the spa or spending money to do, like, I feel like you guys have a hard time spending money on yourself, but an easy time throwing it away on, shit that you don't need, or helping others that clearly don't need the help or are just like not good investments, right? We have a habit of doing that. And it's because we love so hard, and that's okay. But sometimes you have to learn not to do that. And usually the way you learn not to do that is to experience it. Because think about it. People can tell you not to do something 1,000 times and you still do it because you just have to feel it. I don't know. Like, really, really feel it. I don't know why we do things, but it's just what it is. I like to compare emotions to waves. Ride that wave. Yeah, because they usually come into your space crashing into you hard. Ah, that's your emotions. This will send any person into a plunge in darkness that will come if allowed, depending on your emotion. So if the emotion that you have is something that puts you in a low vibration, listen, it happens. Things happen in life where you just don't want to, you want to be in a depressive state, or you want to just sit there for a while. And I'm not saying like that is wrong. Like, we all have times where we need to experience things. And you must know the in order to ascend, you come to earth light, your light self, and then you have to experience shadows in order to have the duality of both, so you can ascend, because your soul mission starts on this earth and it continues. Like, once you ascend, it continues. A lot of us have this beautiful purpose here, and I feel like if you understand what I'm talking about, you're one of them. That's just what it is. If you don't understand, that's okay. If you just want, okay, I don't get this, then that's fine. you know that's the beauty of us being here. There's certain people who will resonate with Joanne and Ricky Bobby over there, and there's people who's going to resonate with um, Samantha and Jill. I don't know. I'm just throwing these names on. Okay? And that's okay because there's different frequencies and different ways to present truth to people. Okay? The choices you make will determine your life. You create. You know what I mean? But back to your emotions. The key is to allow your emotions to pass through you and allow yourself to feel everything to avoid suppression. Then break down those emotions and feelings. Why am I having this emotional reaction to this situation? Why? Does this situation deserve my observation? Is it even worth your time to even think about it? Is there another situation? Is there another situation like this one that may cause the same reaction or emotion? Think back. Is this like a familiar thing that you feel? Then if you feel this, take a piece of paper, journal, and write these questions down and answer them, okay? Take a shower, light some candles, sit down, lay with yourself if you prefer, like lay down, Everyone always want to meditate like this, and that is fine. That is really the proper way to do it. Honestly, it is what it is. But sometimes I don't have time for that because there's so many things going on. I'm tired. I go like this. I lay down and I go like put something in my ear. There's like little things you can find on YouTube. Have my family make a beat for me to listen to meditate or whatever. But it is a beautiful thing when you can have a beautiful like sound of waves or a white noise in your ears or something like that to like drown out the noise. If you want something to cover your eyes, that's fine. Or if you just want to lay there, that's cool. Like, just have no expectations of what is going to happen when you lay down, but just lay there and just see where your mind takes you. See what you're going to do. Let whatever happen. If you're meant to sit there and just meditate and sit, fine. If you're meant to just get answers and insight, and write them down and get a piece of paper after you lay there for a few minutes, then fine. Let your body slow down. You don't have to have no intention or a reason to lay your ass down. You don't have to have a reason to lay down. You don't have to say, "Hey, I'm going to take a nap." No, you can just do it. Do it. You can just do it. And like it doesn't matter. You can just do it. All right? Okay. There is some challenges and things that make you confused all the time. But I'm hearing, walk away from those things because you can. Like you have strength to walk away from things that cause you confusion and stuff that you don't want to deal with. Like, that is fine. Like, that's your choice. You have the power over that. You have the authority to make decisions like that. Okay. You're powerful. You're strong. You're great. You're amazing. You're shooting up to the stars and you know it. All right. Okay. Hopefully this helps somebody. All right. I love you guys. Much love. Much love. Make sure you're showing proper discernment. And if you have a problem with that, or you feel like you have a problem with that, ask your ancestors, angels, however you do it, for proper discernment in, making decisions and choices. You can really ask for that, you guys. You can ask for anything. You can ask, "Hey, help me with my character," and you would get help. All right, they'd be like, "Oh yeah." And that, like, what? You know what I'm saying? And they'll do it all in one day, so you just go ahead and get it out, and you just be mad and stuff, and they just be like, "All right, it's fine." You know what I mean? It's crazy. You ask and you shall receive, man. But hey, it's going to make you a better person. It's going to be rough around the edges, but it's going to guide you, make you the badass you've always meant to be here on earth. All right? Much love, Candace, Sunrise and Tarot. I will see you guys next time. All right?